One of our favorite interviewees, Stephen Ross, is back with us with his new book titled And Nothing Happened. In it, he tells us of the powerful healing technologies of the past that were bypassed or deliberately ignored by the medical profession, in spite of the fact that many of the inventors and practitioners were medical doctors themselves. One case was that of Dr. Kate Baldwin, a surgeon who was using colored lights to effect powerful healing in her patients.
I have pictures in my book of little Grace Sherlow,
Yes,
who had third-degree burns over 2/3 of her body. Now, that is death. I mean, that results generally in death because it's just, the body is just under too much pressure. It's being overwhelmed. And this little girl was given color therapy by Kate Baldwin back in the 1920s.
and she was a senior surgeon.
Well, that was the oldest surgical hospital, Philadelphia Women's Hospital in the United States, senior surgeon. The woman's credentials were impeccable, and she treats this little girl, and after 1 hour, Grace Sherlow never had pain again from the burns. Now, I didn't say not the rest of that day. Grace Sherlow had no topical application, no pain from the burns, and regrew baby skin.
And when you see these photographs, it's
very dramatic.
It's very painful just to look at the condition she'd been in with this black charred skin all over her
Right.
body, and never had pain again. I mean, okay, so obviously Kate Baldwin became a believer. I mean, how many, she had what, as I recall, something like 17 of these machines in her hospital?
Exactly, until pressure came from the AMA, the American Medical Association, telling doctors that they should not work with color, or there's a likelihood they would lose their license. Now, the board of directors of Philadelphia Women's Hospital called Kate Baldwin, and we actually have the minutes of those meetings, and wanted her to explain what she was doing. She explained, they saw the results, and they let her practice for another couple of months, and then the board said, we've been told you either give up the machines or you give up your position in the hospital. Now, the oldest surgical hospital, and think of a woman in those days in that position, she gave up her position rather than go 1 day without the use of color therapy. That was an amazing woman, and when you think about it, how strong and her conviction, and when she has listed, which she has in her memoirs, all the different conditions that she cured using color,
can you
amazing.
give a few?
Well, it
Just
was everything: gonorrhea, syphilis, polio, burns, cancer, arthritis. And again, who are we talking about? We're talking about a senior surgeon, not somebody who kind of thought maybe there was a little reaction. This was documented, and some of her cases appeared in medical journals, but they were just bypassed.
If you, like me, are incensed at the indifference of the medical profession in embracing new technologies, this interview is for you. Go to ConsciousMediaNetwork.com for the full-length version.